This is courtesy ReThink, and we're coming to you live from ReThink. In case you're wondering, ReThink is a personal organizational transformation center. And speaking about transformation and understanding the importance of centering, we have Abdullah Mohammed. He's an IT consultant specializing in Apple products for the past 18 years. Now, you're probably wondering what that has to do with happiness this morning, but a lot of people do like Apple. But he's also a registered yoga teacher and completed the yoga teaching program back in 2007. So since then, he's been teaching you the ability to become whole and to make it sure that that center does exist and getting that balance. Mr. Mohammed, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, and thank you for having me here.
Now, we just spoke about Pilates, and we're having an off-air conversation about yoga and the different types of yoga.
Absolutely.
The type of yoga that you basically do, holistic yoga, what exactly is it?
It's traditional hatha yoga, and it's done in a flowing style. Mm-hmm. So rather than doing fixed postures, we flow from one posture to the next. Some of the practices can be very slow, some of the practices can be very fast, and it varies from class to class and from client to client and from student to student. All of it, however, is designed to take you from wherever you are into that state of being where you feel centered, you feel happy, you feel empowered, and you feel, that richness of life that we all seek.
When people think yoga, they normally think just slowing down, just a bunch of people sitting in a room chanting, being quiet and just concentrating.
They think two things. They think just that, and
Right.
they also think about somebody who's contorting themselves in all sorts of positions. And that's not the entire truth. Yoga is about mind, body, and spirit. And so it's about union, and the word yoga actually means union. So it's really about bringing together all the components to empower you to be as happy as you want to be.
Now, looking at today's International Day of Happiness, what does this day mean to you, and how can yoga assist in my quest to find happiness?
Well, Hema, everyone wants happiness. Everyone wants to be happy. And that happiness means different things to different people. But putting you in a space, where you can feel that happiness from within, which is what is centering all about. And at this facility here at ReThink, they carefully set things so that all of your senses are engaged. The lighting is properly done, the music is carefully chosen, the colors are carefully done, so all of your senses are engaged, and it empowers you to feel that sense of happiness.
What is the importance of meditation in the practice of yoga?
People believe and have a misconstrued essence of what meditation is. They believe that meditation is sitting quietly and doing
That's what I
chanting.
think. You mean I'm wrong?
Meditation is not something you do, it's something you become. And you can be meditating while talking, you can be meditating while walking, you can be meditating while cooking. You can be doing so many things and be in that state of meditation. It is a state that you do. The practice leads you into becoming into that state.
Now, understanding this concept of centering, and that's our topic of this morning. What is centering?
Centering is finding that space within yourself where you get the answers. I believe that all of the answers are within you. All of the answers are contained inside your body, your mind, your spirit. But we're so busy, we're so caught up in our daily lives, we're so caught up in our work that we find we're unable to discover that sense inside of us.
Now, unable to discover the sense inside of us. And when do you find this sense? How many yoga classes do you have to take to say, okay, I've become enlightened and I can do this?
It's not about quantity, it's quality. So you can find that in 5 minutes. All you need is 5 minutes a day.
To just sit and do what? To sit and concentrate on what?
It's not about just concentration. It's sitting and letting go of the rest of your day and planning your day ahead.
Now, okay, you sit and you forget about the day, but plan the day. Explain that to me.
Okay. Your subconscious is always working.
Right.
So when you're sitting and you're relaxing and it's a natural tendency to think about, what do I have to do? Do I have to cook breakfast? Do I have to go out to work? Do I have this meeting? And your mind constantly battling with all those thoughts. But there are very specific techniques that you do in a centering session as well as in a meditation session where you can interrupt those thoughts When those thoughts get interrupted, you're then empowered to find the answers.
Now, finding the answers, what is the most common question that you think most people would have?
The most common question I have been asked was, how can I be happy?
And what do you tell people?
Most of the times I tell them, sometimes they're very specific answers, but a lot of the times I tell them, you can be happy in a moment.
People spend their lifetime looking for that moment. Why is it so elusive, and how do you know it when it arrives?
Specific techniques. Yoga is about specific techniques. Meditation, centering, all those things are very specific techniques. It is a science, and it's not a new science. It's a very ancient science, 5,000 years old, that have been used by thousands of people over thousands of years to bring you into that state of happiness.
Now, understanding the state of happiness, can you maintain it?
Absolutely.
How?
I'll give you a classic example. I've been doing an experiment for the past month, and for 1 month I chose not to meditate, and then I picked it back up again. During that month, no one knew that I was not meditating. During that month, I was sick twice. During that month, everyone told me I was stressed. Everyone told me that I was looking down, and I was looking preoccupied, and I felt different. Without telling anyone, I started meditating again 2 weeks ago, and suddenly everyone is saying, what are you doing differently? Have you changed your diet? And I feel better.
Now, how early would you advise people to get involved in yoga? Because there are yoga classes for children.
Yes.
The older population also seems to find balance with that.
Yeah.
But corporate TNT, the people like me that have crazy schedules, that get up at 3 in the morning, deal with a myriad of things, how do you really convince me that, you know what, you need to stop? Because I would tell you, I have a million things to do.
Absolutely. You have 24 hours in a day. When do you take time for yourself? When are you going to take time for yourself?
Now, when you say something like that, and I have to ask you, taking time for yourself, is taking time for yourself as in alone time away from your friends, your family, your significant other? Is it that insular?
No, it's not. It's investing in yourself. You're no good to others if you're stressed. You're no good to others if you're unhappy. You cannot help anyone else if you yourself don't feel that state of center and that state of being.
Now, looking at the corporate sector, I know a lot of people have actually started yoga classes in their company. Why have they done that, and do you think it's really having any impact?
I actually teach several companies and corporate yoga, and the first thing they come to me with is that, 1, they're stressed, 2, they have back problems, and 3, they just feel that they need to release. And a lot of times the classes start off by just relaxing and letting go of everything that happens during the day, during their day.
Understanding, relaxing, and taking hold of your day. Now, your closing comments, Trinidad and Tobago, what would you like them to know about centering?
For Trinidad and Tobago, I think centering is something that is so empowering. We have all the answers within us. We can find the answers within us if we can only quiet down ourselves.
If you can only quiet yourself down just a little bit to find that moment of happiness.